I've seen a lot of men come and go in this life. Some rose to power, some fell to greed, some, they got sloppy and ended up making a mistake. Power, it isn't about muscles, it ain't about how loud you scream, and it sure as hell ain't about what you think you deserve. Nah, power is quiet. It's the motherfucker in the room who doesn't say a word but makes everybody nervous. Power is knowing how to use your hands and your head, and knowing when to use which. You gotta understand something. The world doesn't give a fuck about you. Not unless you make it give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna hand you respect, loyalty, or money just cause you think you're special. You want something in this life, you take it. With strategy, with precision, with patience, but you take it. You ever wonder why guys like me stay on top? It ain't luck. It ain't because we got more bullets than the next guy. It's cause we know the rules. You either follow the rules of power, or you become another story that nobody remembers. Control yourself before you try to control anyone else. I see a lot of guys get into this life thinking they're tough cause they can throw a punch or pull a trigger. That's fucking cute. You know what's really tough? Keeping your mouth shut when you're pissed. Not getting sloppy with the booze. Not letting a broad twist your fucking brain into mush. You want to be a boss, you gotta act like one. That means discipline. That means knowing when to talk, when to listen, and when to shut the fuck up. Loyalty ain't given, it's tested. Any asshole can say, I got your back. But when the feds are knocking, when the bullets start flying, when the money doesn't look so sweet anymore, that's when you find out who's real. I don't trust words, I trust actions, and I sure as hell don't let my heart get in the way of my business. If a man shows weakness, if he flips, if he starts thinking he's bigger than the fucking game, he's gone. End of story. Fear lasts longer than love. I hear a lot of these new age pricks talking about how you gotta be liked, you gotta be diplomatic. Yeah, that's cute. You know what happens to the guy everybody likes? He gets used, he gets walked all over, then he gets left behind. But the guy everybody fears, he gets respect, he gets obedience, and most of all, he gets to stay. So let me tell you something. I'd rather be hated and untouchable than loved and disposable. You want to win in this life, then you gotta understand that weakness is a fucking disease. Mercy is a luxury, and second chances, they don't exist. If you let somebody fuck you once, shame on them. If you let them fuck you twice, shame on you. And if you let them do it a third time, you deserve whatever is coming to you. That's why we move smart. We don't act on impulse. We don't make decisions with our emotions. And we sure as shit don't let some small-time prick think that he can walk all over us. Respect ain't negotiable. If a man doesn't respect you, you make him. If he still doesn't, you make an example out of him. Simple. So you want to be rich, you want to be powerful, you want to be a fucking legend, then grow a pair. Stop waiting for the world to give you a break. It ain't coming. You gotta grab life by the throat and make it work for you. Play your hand right, and you don't just survive, you rule. And in the end, that's all that fucking matters. Let me tell you something about this life. This world, this fang jungle we live in, it doesn't give a shit about you. It doesn't care where you came from, who your daddy was, or how much heart you have. If you ain't smart, if you ain't ruthless when you gotta be, this world will chew you up and spit you out like last night's dinner. You wanna survive, you wanna rise, then listen close, because I ain't gonna repeat myself. Please, take this short break from your video. We know how important the videos are to you, so all we ask from you is to support the channel by purchasing your special InspireNetwork hoodie or InspireNetwork coffee cup. Please enjoy the rest of the video. But you want to know what life is? It ain't fair. It ain't kind. It ain't waiting around to give you some fucking prize for being a good guy. Life, it's a goddamn battlefield. And if you ain't ready to fight, you're already dead. Let me tell you something. You don't get respect just because you want it. You earn it. With blood, with sweat, with loyalty. The kind of loyalty that don't shake when the feds come knocking. The kind of loyalty that don't crumble when the money dries up. The kind of loyalty that's thicker than blood. Because let me tell you something. Half these pricks born into your own family, they'll stab you in the back faster than a stranger will. But the ones who stand with you, who take the bullets with you, those are your real brothers. Now, you young guys, you think this life is about the money, the cars, the women. Yeah, that's part of it. That's the reward. But that ain't the life. The life is about knowing who the fuck you are in a world that wants to chew you up and spit you out. The life is about knowing when to shake hands and when to break them. It's about power, and power ain't given, it's taken. And once you take it, you better be strong enough to hold on to it, because there's always some greedy little rat waiting to take a bite out of your piece of the pie. Let me tell you what separates the kings from the fucking peasants. One word: discipline. You see, a fool, he gets a taste of success and he gets sloppy. Starts spending big, talking loud, thinking he's untouchable. And that's when they get you. A wise man, a real boss, he stays sharp. He keeps his mouth shut. He remembers where he came from, and he never lets his guard down. Because the second you do, you're done. Look at me. I ain't here because I was lucky. I ain't here because I played fair. I'm here because when the moment came to pull the trigger, I fucking did it. I didn't hesitate. I didn't second guess. And I sure as shit didn't let fear stop me. That's the difference between a made man and a dead man. You think this life is just about muscle? That's bullshit. A real man, he fights with his mind first. He sees 3 steps ahead. He knows his enemy better than they know themselves. He controls his emotions, because this life, it ain't personal, it's business. But the second you let anger or pride or fear make your decisions for you, you might as well put the bullet in your own head, because you're already a dead man walking. You see, most people out there, they live their lives like fucking sheep, scared to make a move, waiting for permission, hoping the world gives them a break. But that ain't us. That ain't me. That sure as hell better not be you. We don't wait, we take, we don't ask, we demand, we don't bend, we break. Now, I ain't saying this road is easy. Power costs. You don't get respect just cause you want it. You get it cause you earn it. Through blood, through fire, through being the last man standing when the dust settles. You think power comes from money, from guns, from a fucking name? Nah. Power comes from something deeper. Power comes from the mind, the will, the balls to do what nobody else has the stomach for. Let me tell you what separates the real men from the fucking tourists in this thing of ours. It's discipline. You don't break when the heat's on. You don't fold when the feds start knocking. You don't run your fucking mouth. Loyalty ain't just a word, it's your fucking spine. And if you ain't got one, you'll break the first time shit gets rough.